Zach is an incredibly thoughtful and sensitive, caring person, a great intellect.
You know, with Zach, it was always just sort of he was a joyful person, and he emanates that, and it's just part of him, and he's quick to smile.
He adopted the West. He's this good old kid from Nebraska, from Omaha, and he came out here and he fell in love with the West.
I first came to Colorado in 1971 to go to Colorado College. Came very close to being a native, but my parents moved to Omaha when my mom was 8 months pregnant.
His love of outdoors, his knowledge of geography and history are all interwoven with his interest and knowledge of the law.
After college, I worked as a firefighter in the Southwest. I read about these amazing things that these young environmental lawyers were doing with these brand new laws. And I thought, you know, that looks really fascinating. I could do that.
One thing that I've always sort of admired in him is the guy who loves the mountains, loves being outdoor. He was a tremendous athlete. But at the same time, as a lawyer, he brings a great deal of excellence and special knowledge to what he does.
He really understands not just the law, but he understands the history of the area that we work. He understands the people.
My passion for the outdoors started really when I was a little kid. I'd see people whitewater kayaking and read about people backcountry skiing and rock climbing and climbing peaks, and it's like, I want to do all that stuff.
Zach not only encourages folks to learn the law and understand what's written down on the page, but Zach really encourages folks to experience the places where we all live.
So let's say you have an issue that's involving certain ditch rights. He wants to go check it out. So he'll do like a field trip. You know, and to a lawyer, we get excited if you get a new cup of coffee or something in the office, but he takes you out on a field trip and has a good time doing that. And it makes the practice real.
One time he was going on a trip to climb a mountain, I believe it was Mount Yale.
And he realized he didn't have his parka.
He had to climb the mountain and the only coat he had was his suit coat.
So he just did it anyway in his blue blazer, and that became very famous.
One of my favorite memories of Zach is the picture of him standing on top of Mount Yale in a suit coat.
For me, the most enjoyable and interesting and memorable experiences I've had practicing law have been matters where I've actually got to get out in the real world and get dirty. I've actually got to go horseback riding for work, I think 6 different times, which is pretty nice that somebody pays you to do that.
We've all heard of Goethe, the German poet, who once said that to think is easy, to act is difficult. To act as you think is most difficult. Zach does that. He believes in mentoring young lawyers. He believes in, you know, the environment and working to protect watershed issues. And those are his thoughts, but his life reflects that.
He always talks about who his mentors were. He took what was given to him and paid it forward, and it's a very important principle in his life.
I think on a personal level, the impact you have on other people are really the things that stay with you. You know, when you mentor someone and you help them succeed or you help them get through a hard time, things again where, you know, tutoring in the DPS schools where you feel like you're making a real impact on people's lives, particularly young kids who may not have that many resources. That really is kind of what stays with you, I think.
Congratulations, Zach. I'm so pleased for you and to be a friend of yours and colleague and to have been able to practice so many years with you.
I am so proud that you've won this award. You deserve this.
And I hope you appreciate and understand how everyone here at the firm is so lucky to have had you as a colleague and to continue to have you as a friend.
You've really had an amazing presence, amazing impact on the natural resources law community here in Colorado. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me and for everybody that has worked with you over the years.